Hi guys, Gary Justy here, back with another video. Today's video is about fitting a undercar lights kit to my HELLCAT body here with my Mini Z all-wheel drive Evo. This is a underbody lights kit designed by made and designed by Colin from CS Designs, and it comes with 4 strips that you can put underneath the car, which has a little button and you can change the colours. This kit is designed for the MA020 and it actually comes with clips you can clip onto the motor, but I've just actually wedged into the battery compartment here so I can do it for my Evo instead. Just a quick word guys, these bodies, the HELLCAT is perfect for the Evo. With the standard wheels and drift car tyres, without any other modification, this drifts beautifully. So without any one-way diffs or lock diffs, it is perfect, lovely setup. So I'll be reviewing that later, but let's get the underlights kit fitted first. Now on this kit I already have a custom light rig that Colin made for me, which is double blue front lights and double red rear lights, and that's already been fitted into the car. Anyone who's got a Mini Z will have done this before, where you remove the little pieces of glass that they stick in for the lenses. You pick those out and you feed the lights in, so those aren't even glued in. Now the way I like to do this is I like to mask off the lights first so there's no colour leakage from the lamps themselves. My favourite tools for doing that is black insulation tape or electrical tape and my trusty glue gun. I find this a perfect combination for sealing off and making sure it stays without damaging the car. So typically I'll measure out a strip for the correct size. So about there, I'll cut it to size. This is far easier to do for Mini Zs than it is for the rear-wheel drive drift cars, purely because the steering really gets in the way. So I'm just going to make sure that tape's roughly the right length. It is, okay. And then there's 2 ways to do this. Either you first position the tape, which is easier, especially if you're nervous about gluing it in the wrong place, so make sure it's covering over and touches against the body and covers over the lights like so. Now if your tape's good enough, you could just leave it like that, but often I find it'll lift off after a while, especially when dust gets underneath it. So what I tend to do is put a bit of hot glue underneath it to hold it in position. The other thing the hot glue will do is enable the tape to stretch, so I normally do one side then the other. So let's just power on the hot glue gun. Okay, that's just powering up now. Okay, so the hot glue powered on, so I squirt some hot glue underneath. You don't need a lot for this, just enough so the tape will hold and will not come undone. You can feel the hot glue under the tape quite easily there. Right, that's one side done, and I'm going to do the other side. I may have cut this tape a little bit too short, but I can always put some more tape over the top if I need to. So a bit more hot glue this side, a bit on the tape. You can put some on the tape as well, you don't have to actually put it on the body itself. And then press it along, and then you can feel the tape start to give. Yeah, it might be a little bit short that side. That should be enough. Give that a minute and I'll do the rear. So I may put a bit more at the front. Okay, so you can see I've stretched one more piece of tape across just to give a support for the light, and I've done the same at the rear, and that's where my 2 light fittings for the front and rear are going to just stick onto by removing the adhesive off the back. Now you can unplug these as well, so if you wanted to take the actual unit apart you can. So we'll take off double-sided tape here, which I hate doing. I actually use tweezers for this as well. Okay, so we can put one there. Now I know the body mount's going to go underneath this, but the idea is that the light bounce down off it anyway. Okay. There is an adhesive pad on the back of here, but I'm not going to stick this down just yet until I've tested it all out. Now, there is some foil that comes with the kit, so you can position that to bounce the light down if the units aren't quite the way you want them to be positioned. But for now, I just want to get the lights mounted and we'll see how they look. I'm sure I've done something wrong here, but okay, what have I done? Right, I have mounted it the wrong way around. I wanted this pointing the other way. Although, to be fair, I think it'll be fine. Let's just check. Yeah, that's plenty long enough to actually mount it that way. We'll go as is for now. So 2 units left to mount. As you can see, this is very fiddly. Right. So I'm going to put a unit there. And guys, this is my first time using this kit, so I'm literally learning as I go, and we will see how it all comes together and what we think, and then we'll make some alterations to it. So this is the first run. I dare say other of you guys have done this before better than I have and will give me some pointers. So I'll probably have to put some foil over that one to give it some downward light motion. Okay, we'll jam that one in there, I think. Okay, so the kit is in the car. It's not helped by the fact I've got 2 different light kits in here. I think the one thing I might do is black out the windows on this car so you can't see all the wires inside, because it does look a little bit messy. Well, let's just get the whole thing together now and see what we got. I'm going to power on my transmitter just in case. Alright, so this is where you think a longer cable might actually be easier, but yeah, definitely a longer cable would make this a lot easier. I don't fancy having to change the batteries too often here, but all a bit of fun. Let's see how it comes together. Right, the lights are on. So guys, after about 3 different attempts, I finally got the wires in a position I'm happy with. So I've got them laid up in series, and that seems to be the neatest way to do it and not too much in the way, and I can get the body on and off easily. Let's try it on and let's see how the lights look. Now I'm expecting lots of leakage from the under lights, which I will then tidy up. Okay, who isn't connected? Someone isn't happy. So those lights could do with being I can see how this will work better with a magnetic mounted body. So guys, after a bit of messing around and repositioning, just want to mention I have got lots of these leads that Colin has given me with the set, so you can change the length between the links, and you can link some of these up in series, although trying to find the best layout it's going to take a bit of playing around. But I just wanted to show you where I found the optimum place to place the lighting was. It was here and here. Now I have actually, if you look behind, blocked off with black tape just where that seats, and that is just so that there's no light spillage into the rest of the car. So all that's left to do now is do a test run and see how this looks. Any tips? I mean, the hot glue gun and black tape is where this works really well. I think ultimately I may have to redo the battery plug so I've got more slack, so I can glue this into the top of the roof and have space to take it off while it's plugged in and change the light settings from here. That's my only issue really, is the light button's quite small and hidden away. I think it'd be better if I could mount this on the chassis and then have all the plugs coming out to the rest of the to the body shell, and that might work better, but we'll play around with this. But ultimately I just want to see how this works, and I'll probably tidy up the wiring at a later date. Okay, let's put this together now. So let's plug it in first. There we go. I think you almost need to wear sunglasses with this. It's blinding almost trying to put this in. So now you might find that, okay, something is impinging on the body there. Let's see what that is. I also want to plug in the other lights, which I haven't done. You can see how this can get messy. So I think definitely going forwards I'll tidy these wires up, but I just wanted to show you how the kit works itself. Okay, so just about squeeze it. It is pushing on the body a little bit, but I'll let it off. So guys, I'm pretty happy with that on the whole. Not that much light spillage. My double front blue lights look good. My underfloor lights are set to purple at the moment, but you can cycle through about 5 or 6 different colours on that. Tail lights seem to be working great. Okay, we now have definitely a Fast and Furious style Mini Z. So to change the colour, you literally just have to push this button in here. So we've got green, blue, it's green I think, sorry. That's a different blue. Purple, pink, white, red, bright green, light blue, yellow. That's a yellow I think. It's hard to tell. Okay.
So guys, it's been a while since I've done a Mini Z video, so I thought this would be a fun one to do, just some modifications to a Mini Z under lights kit and custom lights kit. Pretty easy to fit really, just me fiddling around with it for this particular body and for the Evo. It's much easier for the MA020. I definitely think it'd be a good kit for the 1/24 scale cars. Just with the rear wheel drive, you have to watch the steering systems. Here I'm just having a play around with the Evo, which I love this car. You know, I always say that if I want a car just to quick mess around with, I take it off the shelf and off it goes. It's ready to run. AAA batteries, last ages. I had a go with this on the new drift track that I have, and as the drift track comes, the cars didn't drift very nicely, they were too grippy, but once I polished it up, these ran beautifully, so I've got a whole video coming up all about that. In the meantime, if there are any issues with sound, guys, I am getting it fixed. I'm getting a new microphone soon, so that should take care of that. In the meantime, I think more videos coming soon. We've got the video on the GLGT. I've also got an exclusive from B&D Racing, the Mini NVO1, which is a rear-wheel drive drift car. I'll be doing a lot more Mini Z videos, Mini Z all-wheel drive, Evo, MA020, and also going back to the rear-wheel drive Evo as well. So guys, that's all for this time. Hope you like the video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all next time.